separately one-on-one with a group with the office. So just as always, think about that. So I'm actually going to start with coaching. So we actually do have a coaching opportunity with it's a company called The Training Academy. So I've known these folks for almost 10 years. Dan Elzer, which you guys may recognize that name, he runs the Training Academy. So he's a national trainer, national coach, national mentor type person. So he does it across the country with agents all over the country. So companies, agents. So within their structure, they have a coaching program. So Judy O'Brien is the is the lady that we're working with that will be that will be our coach. So the goal is she will individually coach someone for minimum 3 months. So it's kind of like a 3 months. So, so we can learn new strategies and learn new habits. And it takes 3 months to do that. So it's kind of the goal. You can get coached individually, and that's $500 a month. So, that's just the direct cost from her, but it's $500 a month. And by the way, we have negotiated, because of our relationship, these costs down dramatically. They charge more than that normally. So that's a lot of money. It still 100%, can be worth it. I see value in it, but our goal, just so you guys know, with the coaching is if we get 10 folks in a group and we start doing group coaching, which is still very valuable, still just our group, just 10 agents, we could get that down to $200 a month per agent. So, instead of the 500, you spend $200 a month, and, our group is one-on-one with Judy. So obviously there's 10 of us, but, that involves just access to Judy all the time. If I'm, just on Tuesday go, oh man, I could use some help, I can get a hold of Julie and Judy, and she'll, respond to me. So, so it's the one-on-one coaching, plus, just access to Judy in general. So that's my goal, is to kind of go around and get, and really just get from the 4 regions, 10 agents together, and let's do a group. So I have a sort of a list started. So, anybody that's interested, just reach out to me directly. And again, the goal is that, this is brand new agent, a day in the business, or agent, we have an agent 30 years in the business that's interested in it. So again, wide open book to, for us to kind of do that coaching thing. So I'm going to pause for a second and just see if anybody has any questions, about that coaching piece. All right. So I am going to move on to.
Hey, Wayne, it's Shep. I have a question about it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
So it's 3 months either way, right?
Yes. Yeah. We want to do a 3-month minimum. She says that most of her clients stay for a year, but we would commit to a 3-month. And again, knowing that it's, crazy in August, we can schedule our group to start October 1st. September 15th. We can schedule it to start whenever we want. We as a group, we can go, hey, what works best for us? So, I know that actually works if we have some Florida folks. They get a little crazier when folks start going down in October. But again, this is minimal time, more just the mindset of wanting to get better, wanting to change how we do stuff, but we do have the ability to kind of decide when to start.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So the next ones I want to kind of jump to involve just like training opportunities that we have or that we've hooked up with. So the first one is what we call the Agent Boot Camp. It is internal, so it is a 2-week, 6-session training program, 3 days a week for 2 weeks. The last one we did was in March or April. We've sort of done some work to it, ready to relaunch it. I think we did Monday morning Wednesday evening and Saturday morning, something like that. You know, that was just the first one we threw out. So we're gonna kind of finalize that. I think it'll probably be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that, just to, you know, kind of, but we're kind of working on the dates and times, but we're looking to launch that mid-September. So that is, you know, not necessarily, you know, it's great for new agents. It's kind of getting into, you know, how to run your business, but it's also in how to work with buyers, how to work with sellers, but it's also a great tool for experienced agents. So again, same kind of thing as I was talking about, you know, with the coaching being new or someone in the business 30 years, you know, we had an agent, a very, very experienced agent on, you know, that agent boot camp, and she was just looking to sort of like reconnect and, you know, revamp her business and go back to the basics. So so that agent boot camp, you know, looking to, I gotta chat with Linda, but we're looking to kind of revamp that and bring it back, or not revamp it, just redo it starting in September. So, and again, that's a kind of that 2-week commitment there, but that's internal. You know, I think it's 2 weeks. Geez, maybe I should ask Linda, maybe it's 3 weeks, but anyway, I'll get you the information. But you know, but okay, so that's the agent boot camp. Any questions on that? Any again, Agent Hub I will make sure that your office managers and everybody have you know, have all the info so that you guys have to sign up for that.
You said that was September?
Yeah, we're kind of, I got to chat with Linda, but I've had quite a few folks asking about it. So, you know, Matt, our Florida folks. So, so I in you know, kind of thinking, let's get through August. So, you know, I think sometime in September that'll crank out. And the goal will be to have, you know, as many folks as we can, especially our newer folks. And then we either have some experienced folks on it as just a great asset and a great tool, or I will be inviting some, you know, some of our top agents, experienced agents in for sessions to be able to, you know, just add to what the content is. Okay. Any questions or any other questions on the agent boot camp? Okay, so along those lines, you know, you guys have heard this. I know you guys have heard this from your office managers. ERA has a program kind of similar to the boot camp, you know, along the same lines. So we just choose to do the boot camp internally. So it's just me, you know, it's me and our agents. That's it. You know, no other agents from outside our company kind of thing. But ERA does have Achieve. So ERA Achieve, they have done it in the past where you're kind of live in a room. But lately they're just kind of doing it by Zoom, obviously with everything going on. So ERA Achieve is a 4-week program, again, geared towards just, you know, either getting your business started or similar to what we're doing boot camp, just revamping your business, kind of realizing like, hey, look, you know, where can I get leads? You know, touching base with past clients if you're experienced. So it's really a great program. I'm actually going to share my screen, and I will just kind of show you guys. Actually, this will be kind of the next couple is we'll kind of be in leverage. So you know, just you know, get into leverage, you know, if you kind of want to see that, and they start Achieves, you know, consistently throughout the year. So, you know, if I either just missed it or, you know, maybe starting tomorrow doesn't work for me, you know, you just look back and go, hey, there'll be one starting in September. So, you know, obviously you can search in, you know, if you go to tools and resources, or if you go to learning. There we go. And then go into the area university. But, you know, just kind of, oops, sorry, now my computer's catching up. I think I have Andre's slow computer now. So if you go into ERA University, you know, and then click go to ERA University. Here we go. You know, obviously, this is kind of part 2 of everything that we have to offer, but, you know, in here, you know, actually, you know, ERA listings and things, but I'm just going to, you know, just kind of know that you can, you know, do everything in here, but if you just go to the learning library, once you have a course, it will show up. I apologize, my computer is slow. So here's, you know, you can start seeing all the courses and things, but, you know, I'm always a fan of just like, hey, look, get me right to it. You know, and then here's ERA Achieve. So I just literally got halfway through Achieve, you know, ERA Achieve, virtual ERA Achieve. So if I hit learn more here, it's just going to take me to the page. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, you know, view upcoming classes. So it'll actually give you a video, 44 seconds, just a, you know, kind of a summary on it. But if I were to hit view upcoming classes, then I can obviously see, you know, which one starts. So there's one that starts 8/9, which we just missed. Already there's one starting 9/13. So, you know, and then you can see what, you know, what the days and times are. Or we can, you know, you can go like, hey, look, I'll wait for October, you know. So really it's an awesome, you know, if you were to do the boot camp and then maybe Achieve, or Achieve, then the boot camp, you know, they're great kind of back-to-back sessions, because it just keeps reiterating, you know, what we need to do to be successful. You know, I know the market's crazy and I know things just happen now, but, you know, if I want to survive, if I want to be here, you know, years down the line and have repeat business and have a steady flow into my pipeline of business, you know, it's courses like the boot camp and Achieve that help do that, you know, and along with coaching and really everything that we'll talk about today. So I'm going to actually, now that I'm in here, I'm going to actually just kind of and I did this in the last, maybe one of the last sessions, or maybe I did a video, but just this learning library in general, just super important for you guys to know just how much is in here, and it is all yours. Just like, besides the coaching, you know, the boot camp, Achieve, you know, everything in ERA University, all provided at no cost to you guys. So, you know, these are all very just self-paced, do them when you want. Some are 1 hour, some are an hour and a half, some are 4 weeks like Achieve. So just scroll down through here, you know, take a peek at what's available for you guys, you know, just social media. We'll talk about RealSure in a minute, text ERA. So there's so many things that you can just grab some info, or you can hop in a class kind of, you know, kind of thing, you know, whatever you're thinking. So just kind of wanted to make sure. So we just did leverage and then went into ERA University. And again, search for something or just kind of take a peek down that list. You know, I know it can be overwhelming, but, you know, I always, if I hop in there, or if I'm just like, hey, what do I, you know, I don't really know what I want. I'm looking for something, you know, make a list and like, hey, this is my goal. I want to kind of hit all these classes, you know, over the next 2 months, you know, and then you'll kind of like, hey, look, I can do 45 minutes and go hop in a class. But kind of if you just see it once and go, man, there's a bunch of stuff in there, you don't go back in there, or you don't, you know, think to make a list or a reminder, you know, it's easy to forget about it. So again, just wanted to kind of make sure that you guys knew ERA University and obviously everything that's in there, but also the fact that ERA Achieve you would get and sign up for through the leverage. All right, so I am going to just quick stop sharing my screen. And I just want to check with you guys. Does anyone have any questions about really anything we've chatted about to this point, but also the ERA University or the Achieve? Has anyone on the call done, I'm trying to think of who was in my first boot camp, or is anyone on the call done Achieve?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're great. So again, the Achieve, the boot camp,
Is it free,
more of
Wayne?
a, more of a commitment than just a one-off, but super important in knowing that you can kind of do it when you want. That's valuable to choose when you, okay, Kathy says I did Achieve, so that's awesome. Yeah,
Somebody asked if it was free. It is a free class.
yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Sorry, Brian, I missed that one.
No worries.
Yes. Yeah. And the boot camp that we do, totally free, obviously, because we do it internally. So yeah, those are great.
Hey, is the boot camp in person, or
Pardon?
I said, is the boot camp in person or is it online?
It'll be on Zoom. So we are, I think I'd love to do it in person, but the fact that we're in 4 regions, just makes it tough. Not that if, we got a decent little group together in one of our regions that couldn't be chatted about to do it in person, but we do it by Zoom, for now at least.
All right, thank you.
And DeAndre, one of the things we have, a number of new agents here in Columbus. So when we do start up boot camp, I would probably try to get everybody in one spot so we can all, attend it from the same location.
That's awesome. Love it.
All right, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I will finalize that date with with Linda and just make sure we're ready for it. But we'll get that started for you guys. All right. So next thing I want to chat about is I'm going back to the training academy with Dan Elzer. The guy truly is very good at what he does. He's very inspiring. He's very motivating. Will get you going. So so in the past, he had a program called Topgun. So you would join Topgun. ERA kind of worked with him. There was a cost, but you joined Topgun. And it was a session very similar to the boot camp, but obviously, Dan Elser's, the facilitator of it. It was so popular with ERA. Well, he actually revamped that and now has a similar program called SWAT, SWAT. So I'm actually just going to share my screen again and just show you guys. There we go. So this is SWAT. So it's a real estate SWAT school. So what this is, and you guys can, I have a registration link. We've actually negotiated a price for this. So this is an 8-week program. Very simple. This is what you do. Dan has recorded 8 weeks of classes. They're 2 to 2.5 hours a piece. Week 1, sometime between Monday and Friday, I watch the week 1 course. I have some homework to do, but the homework is reaching out to folks, touching base with these folks. It has to do with what he was talking about in week 1. So what I do is let's say I watch it Tuesday morning. That's my day to watch my session. I do some homework. I make sure I do whatever he says I needed to do. And again, this is not, I say homework, but it's helping you grow your business. And then on Monday morning, I have an accountability call, 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Just, hey, did you watch the course? Did you do what you needed to, because we would know what it is. Did you watch the course? Did you reach out to 30 people to say, hey, I'm still, I'm selling real estate type thing? Yes. Okay, you're good. You can move on to week 2. You didn't? Well, you got to do it. You got to catch up, and then we can move on to week 2. Week 2, Tuesday morning, I wake up, I watch the session, do the homework, so that's 8 weeks long. And you actually have to, you have to attend each one or watch each one. And when you get done, you actually get a certificate that you passed and that you're, ready to move on with whatever coaching or whatever you choose to. So, so this is very cool. I've actually started it myself. So it's very, like I say, it is so inspiring. He just gets, it's just one of those guys that, when you listen to him, he just kind of gets you to do things. So this is kind of just getting thrown into the mix with, the boot camp and the achieve type classes. So, this is, if you go to reswatschool.com, I'm not going to play it, but this is I think it's maybe a 12-minute video of Dan just talking about this course. So it's awesome to just go check it out, listen to him. I will send out a link on the hub today for anybody that wants to hop in it. So what we are, it is $279. And that, that's just Dan's cost, but we did negotiate that. So what we are willing to do is, if you get through the 8 weeks, on your next 3 deals, we will pay you back that $279. So just do the course, actually have some skin in the game, get through it, you'll get your money back, because you're going to sell deals. So you're going to sell stuff because of what you learned and how you changed, what you're doing. So this is SWAT, reswatschool.com. Again, check out the video. It's awesome to hear him. When I talk about Dan Elzer, when you watch the video and see him, you kind of get what I mean by, you get to feel like, hey, I could hop in a class with him, or he's not a fit, whatever you choose. So, that is RE-SWAT. I'm going to pause for a second and see if anybody has any questions on that. Okay.
Does that replace Top Gun, or does Achieve replace Top Gun, or what?
Yeah, so that SWAT would be the one that replaced Top Gun. So Dan created Top Gun. He created SWAT. He's just a sort of a third party. Achieve is separate. Our boot camp is separate. Dan has the SWAT. Ideally, if you could jump into Achieve right now and then go to boot camp and then to SWAT, you can jump into any one of them to start, because it's really all 3 of them are just based on, just different ways and things to motivate yourself to stay focused, to work with buyers and sellers. So we dig a little bit deeper in boot camp on literally working with buyers and sellers, and we can talk, because it's happening now, we can talk about what's happening in the market now versus so Dan's, that's our boot camp. The Achieve is in live time. So that's more, just you could actually say, hey, look, this is what happened today, type thing. But the SWAT is just motivating you to be the best agent you can, and how to objection handling and things like that. Dan is a master at objection handling. So just kind of having access to him is for me well worth the $279. Yes, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa says Dan's amazing. 2019 he was at the conference in 2019. He's usually there every year. But again, watching that video, reswatschool.com, will help you get a feel for who Dan is, and if you wanted to jump in that class. And again, that one starts whenever you want. You could sign up today and commit to it, and then choose to start anytime in September or October. I think you have a year to do the 8 weeks. So obviously once you start it, you want to do it week after week. It's not made to do like 1 week a month. It's made to do, but as far as starting it, you can start when it works for you. All right. Any other questions on anything? So I have a couple more, and then I'm going to kind of just open it up to what you guys may have. So anybody have any questions on we did the coaching and we did the whole training piece, 4 different options there. Anybody have any questions before we move on?
Will you go over that reimbursement for the SWAT thing again?
Yes, so if you, so you would just sign up, obviously when I send you the link, you just join the course and pay for it. When, it's 8 weeks long. When you get that certificate, basically say like, hey, look, I passed. We say, awesome. Over your next 3 deals, we're going to pay you back. So we'll give you $93 back for your next 3 deals and just essentially pay you back for that 280. So in 8 weeks and then some deals, it won't cost you a penny. All right. Any other questions? Are we good? All right. Appreciate you guys being on. I love the group. So I am going to talk about listing to leads. So we actually have talked about this, several times. I've done one of these. I've actually had Vince, who is at listing to leads, be on one. So again, I'm going to kind of just bring it up. But there is in the hub, there is a recording, or actually it's on, there's a link to it, but I'm happy to send it out as well. But there's a link to a full, I think Vince was on for maybe 45 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer with us to kind of show, what listing to leads is and how to do things. So it's a third party. We actually have the contract with them. So it is 0 cost for you guys to actually have listing to leads. But what list? So let me, a few pages. Sorry. So what listings to leads is just a lead generation tool. So again, to have access to this, 0 cost to you guys. We, ERA Rural Solutions, hands this to you guys. What it does is it will take a listing that's in the MLS. So obviously if I have a listing, or what I can actually do is borrow a listing. If I don't have a listing right now and I go, well, I want to post something on Facebook. It will actually take, and you guys can go to listings2leads.com. You can click on this in the hub where I posted the last video we did. There is a link to 7 short videos on how to get started with listing to leads. So again, lots of information. They're actually on this page, but I actually have the links in the Agent Hub post. Real quick, what listings to leads is I'll take my listing I just got and I can post it on social and boost it, and I can target the zip code where the house is. I can target any zip code I want, and basically they literally have it down to 3 clicks, like 20 seconds, like less than a minute. I can just go, hey, let me post this lead, click, 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 yep, go. And I have an ad on Facebook that's generating leads for me. So you see the thing, it says Facebook ads in 20 seconds. So the platform, totally free for you guys to have access. Obviously, if I choose to post something on Facebook, I will that's my money that I choose to boost the ad on. So but they tell you how to do it, how much to spend, and it's $50 for the month. And then like you say, how many clicks, you decide. You can spend 200, you can spend 50, we can spend whatever you want. But the fact is very simply, I can go grab a listing, throw it on Facebook, boost it, and just sit back and collect leads. And there are so many success stories. You can go to these reviews right here. So many success stories of agents that we'll do this. I know agents in our office are doing it, and have done it successfully. So that is listing to leads. Again, just the kind of the high level, it's available type thing. But I am going to pause because this one, this one's a really good, good generator. So, John, I am close to finalizing getting listing to leads in Cleveland, probably in the next week or so. So once I do that, we will actually have a launch call for Cleveland, and then everyone will, kind of know what they need. So I'm going to pause. Anybody? I want to make sure. Okay. Anybody have any questions about listings to leads? Anybody on the call using it, or have used it, tried it, type thing? You know what? They are, Lisa, these folks are so bright that they are growing into different socials. So right now, I think it's Facebook and Google, but I believe they are, working hard to do other social, and I'm sure Instagram will be one of them. Absolutely. So anybody have any questions on listings to leads? So that is available in Florida. So we did get Florida just set up. We will be having a launch call. I'm going to be in Florida next week. I know Larry's on the call, maybe Kathy. But I think we're going to probably do it the following week. We're going to have a launch call with our Florida folks. Obviously, it's just a summary of how to do it, so everyone can attend. But we're going to do it specifically because we just launched in Florida.
Wayne, do we have any training on how to create a custom audience to use in Facebook?
There is a video as far as listings to leads go. One of the videos that's on the hub, I'll see if I can kind of put a summary of what we chatted about today and recap it. But if you look in the hub, if you go to Agent Hub and just search L2L, L2L, you will, that post will come up with, I posted the video that the Agent Tool of the Month video, and then I posted like, here are short videos. In there is a video on creating, like, this is how to do it, this is it, and then here's creating your target audience. So there are some in there, but it's kind of through like listings to leads, and it's their page and it's what to click. So obviously we are more limited now than we were in the past as far as targeting folks. Because of discrimination and stuff, we can't, there are things we can't do anymore, where we used to, boy, you could pick age, you could pick, income, you could, there are a lot of things that you could, try to target an audience. So we're limited, not in anything that we, no say in it, that we had, obviously, but you can, you can choose the zip code you want it in. So, whether it's the zip code the house is in, or, hey, these, people buying here are coming from over here. So you literally can post this ad in a zip code over here to advertise the house that's, a zip code over type thing. But there are ways, but there is a video is in part of that listing to leads.
If that video doesn't work for you, reach out to your marketing person, either Megan or Michaela, depending on which market you're in, and talk to them about getting with Jen about potentially doing a class on that kind of stuff, because that's what we're here for.
Yes. Yeah. Rachel, Megan, Michaela. Yeah, you guys, we have marketing folks in each region, that are there for you guys for that type of, question. So certainly, video, you might, some people can figure it out, some can't. I'm like it's a 50-50 shot with me, whether I can watch a video and then get it, or if I need someone to help me. So, but you have two options, whatever the video resources are, but certainly you can always go to your marketing person and they will they'll be able to help you or get you in the right direction. Or like Rachel says, we are constantly looking for suggestions, I would say, for those marketing calls, topics, things to cover. So and Jen is we work with Jen, she's just contracted with us, but she is way too smart in that whole category. She knows, she's a perfect person. So we have access to her to help us. All right. Anybody else have any questions on anything, listening to leads, or certainly anything we've done prior? All right, so I'm going to mention one more in that I'm going to do it briefly just because we just don't have access to it in all of our markets yet. And then I'm going to open it up to, hopefully you guys have some questions. We can recap whatever. But RealSure is only available currently in our Florida and Columbus markets. Jeremy, believe me, is pushing hard for Cincy in Cleveland. So just know that Jeremy posted something. It's from leadership. Again, if you just go to the hub and type in RealSure with I don't think there's a space in it. They kind of just merged the two words. He just posted something with a recap video on the program itself. There's a PowerPoint. Things like that. So you can go to realsure.com, and of course, they have checked, they check their videos and all the information on it. So even if I'm in Cincy or Cleveland right now, I'd love you to go check it out. If you watch the recap video is I think 43 minutes, and that even involved just a bunch of questions. So it's well worth it to watch it and just sit back and go, well, as soon as it comes here, I'm interested. Maybe you can pounce on it, and then instead of like, hey, what is RealSure when we do get to the other two markets. But basically, it's you can walk into a listing appointment with a cash offer in hand. Obviously there are always, it's got to qualifying things, but they're pretty good. It isn't like SSP where there's a 15-page checklist. Like this is this is a pretty clean program, and it is extremely popular in the markets that it's in. Our brokers in Orlando, Atlanta. Rob Pemberton is using it. I'm sure, Matt, I don't know if you know anybody else, but Rob is using it or has used it on his last, I think he said maybe last four transactions or 4 listing appointments, and it just helps it just help you stand out, help you secure a listing. And then there's also, so that's Real Sell, and then there's Real Buy. So you can work with buyers and sellers with that program. So it's unbelievable. It's a great tool to kind of just have in our pocket. So Columbus and Florida, we can go to town with it. Cincy in Cleveland, we're pushing for it, and believe me, Jeremy says pushing for it. He's asking for it every day. So. Anybody on the call, either in Columbus or Florida, have you done some research on it, checked out the video? Have you used it at all?
Yeah, I had one listing that was a potential listing. So before I made the listing active or went out to meet with the clients, I just plugged in the information with what I knew from talking with the client, and it was good. We were going to list, I think, at $315. They came back with a cash offer at $319. And so you as an agent still get paid your commission on the deal. Obviously it's not a free service, so RealSure has some fees that they add on to it, but I did some comparisons between if they went with the RealSure offer or if they went with a traditional buyer offer, and it turned they would have had to have paid about $6,000 to $7,000 in additional fees going with RealSure, but it got them out of a home sale contingency, and it got them a guaranteed cash offer. So they're when you break it down on a $310,000, $15,000, $20,000 loan or home, that $6,000 not that much.
Yeah, no, and that's the idea. It just like a lot of tools that we have or things that we have access to, it's not it's not for everyone. It's not but just walking in and chatting about that, having that option, having it right there, just sets you apart. Like, well, the other person didn't come in with a cash offer. Obviously the goal with all of them, just like SSP, seller security plan, there's nobody that wants to buy this house. you know, I mean, they will, and they'll resell it and do it themselves, but the goal is, you know, it helps you start marketing it properly. So it helps you, you know, it helps it, you know, but knowing that seller goes, well, okay, let's see what happens. But worst case, we got 319 sitting here, you know, or whatever the situation is. So, you know, it's awesome to have, it's awesome to walk in. And you can't tell me that you wouldn't stand out in that seller's eyes or in the buyer's eyes when you work with Real Buy. But like Matt said, you know, I have a cash offer. I'm looking at house this afternoon. I put an offer in on it. It is not contingent on me selling my house because I could sell it today. You know, I could just accept the cash offer. So, so obviously there's, you know, there's a lot to it, but those videos. So DeAndre, obviously Matt's an awesome asset for it, but just to kind of do some stuff yourself, if you go to our agent hub, Jeremy just posted the video. It's 43 minutes long, and a couple other links, and you can also just go to Realsure, REALSURE.com, and that's kind of their homepage. So you can get the information there. Because it's not in all of our markets, you know, it's not as prevalent on leverage. So if it was in all of our markets, you'd see it all over the place on leverage, but you know, because it's not in every market, it's limited. So Realsure.com, or certainly go to the agent hub, search that. It was a recent post, so you wouldn't have to scroll down too far. And Jeremy posted some information on it, including the video that kind of walks it through, you know, ERA guy kind of telling you how to do it. Lisa, it's available to all the brokerages, but it's still limited in who has it, in which companies have it, in which locations have it. So the partnership is Realogy with a company called Home Partners of America. So so it's a partnership between the two. So yes, it does kind of span the ERA, Century 21, Caldwell, but again, limited, you know, still limited companies, still limited locations. All right. Anybody have any questions? So that's kind of what I wanted to cover is the, you know, my gamut of things. So anybody have any questions on anything that we've talked about, or this is your chance to open it, you know, open it up to just whatever else you want to ask. Nothing?
Wayne, this is John
Yeah.
on the
Hey,
line
John.
here. And a few, I don't know when it was actually, but there was an ERA email that came out. I think it was at Hey ERA or something. And it had one click that let me go to the social media spot where I could share something on Facebook.
Yep.
Do you know where that is on leverage?
Yeah.
I
So
was trying to look under social media, but
yeah, if you go to Mark, all right, Rachel, I may need you to close my, let me quick.
Under marketing, you can go to social media and then it should say like social boost. I think that's what you're
Yeah.
looking for.
So if you go, so I, you know, in leverage, I just clicked marketing and then scroll down to social media. You'll see there's another drop down and then social. Well, you can really, you know, this is the spot. So, you know, the overview, you know, the tool, and you go to social boost. And I'm not sure if it'll let me try to go to the company.
yeah, I'm there, but it didn't show the little panels or whatnot.
Yeah, it's going to be weird for me just because, but John, just get a hold of Rachel.
Okay.
And you know, she'll be able to help you, walk you through that. But if you guys have any issues or if it's being quirky, we can make sure that it's fixed for you. So, or you know, whatever. But that's the path you take to, you know, to be able to, you know, be able to grab what, you know, some listings and post them with one click. This might even. Yeah, so I can actually, obviously I'm not going to do it, but this is what you would see. Your listings would show up here, and then when I hit, when I hit promote, I'm able to post on social media.
Right, but I meant it was actual social media, like, ads or little promos or things we could put on our own Facebook page.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll look back through my emails. I know what you're talking about, kind of like Jen does with little.
Right.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll look back through my emails and see if I can find that, and I'll kind of maybe I'll get the link or something and put it on the hub.
I was trying to look, it was cool because you could just click on it and it would pull up all the, share it to Facebook. It was like 2 seconds,
Oh, okay, cool. No, I'll look back through and see if we can't find that. In worst case, I'll grab ERA and ask them to send it to us or whatever. But no, it's cool. I like it, but I'll find it.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have anything that they want to chat about or have any questions on? All right, well, I think that's it then. I appreciate you guys being on the call today. I will send the recording out and then I'll grab some information from kind of everything we were doing, throw some links on the, into the Agent Hub post so that you guys can, kind of have a recap of what we chatted about today. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, whether it's this or something else that for whatever reason, you can always come to me directly. And I'm happy to hop on a call or just chat with you, walk you through anything. So.
Thanks, man.
All right, sounds good. Thank you guys. Have a great day.